Today on Zielonka, the soup factory has been processing the vegetables for the last couple of months, and now we need to sell the soup and see how much we can make. Let's get farming. Hello and welcome along, and welcome back to Zielonka. It's been a cold couple of months here on the farm. We've had a decent snowfall, and we've just left the soup factory really to processing. The ground is completely frozen, has been since December, since we got the first snowfall. And as a result, there's just not been that much to do. We've just been leaving the super factory to process what we got. You can even see in some places here, the road is a little bit swamped with snow, and that is making things a little bit treacherous in places. However, we can get down here fairly easily with our Massey Ferguson, and we should be able to get all of this done and loaded up. So I'm going to pull the trailer alongside here. We'll straighten it up like that, and then see if we can't get it to be a little bit straight onto the side. The more space we have to maneuver while loading this up, the better. There really isn't that much more to do other than this on here. Now, I would really like to have been able to do one more episode around getting a little bit of extra money in, but we've just not been able to do that. We have managed to get 14,000 litres of the triple soup, 13,000 litres of the carrot soup, and 15,000 litres of the potato soup done. But you can see we still have quite a lot of everything else left on here. So my plan for today really is to load up everything that we've got, sell that off, see what we can pay off, see whether we can actually buy any of our equipment, see if we can at the very least get rid of the loan that we have. And if we can clear that loan out, I will be very happy. That will be a good place for us to leave the farm. As a result, today is actually going to be our last visit to Zielonka. We're going to finish this series at 24 episodes. I think that at this point we've got quite a... Well, we've done pretty much everything that we were trying to do. We're going to have enough money coming out of the soup factory over the next few months to actually buy everything, I think. The only thing that might not be affordable is the actual harvester. The harvester has a little bit of cost still left on it. So let's just pull this forwards so that we can line things up. And then we'll have a look under here. We actually have a Class Arion in the shop today for 48,000, which is quite a good little tractor. What, 145 to 205 horsepower for that price is really good. And I think if I was continuing on, I would probably buy this at this point. It's a great tractor, and would be great for upgrading our equipment on our farm. What I want to look at, though, is the stuff that we still have in leased, and particularly this harvester. Purchasing this is 323,000. One more season with that, and that would be absolutely affordable. Potato technology, our potato harvester, that is down to 71,000. Our seeder, that is down to 40,000. And our other harvester, or the lifter, that is down to 13,500. So those, a lot of that is very affordable at the moment. And our sprayer, that is down to 70,000. So we might be able to purchase some of our equipment today that we have leased. I don't know how far we'll get with that. The big thing, I think, for me is to get rid of that loan, get the money from that we're spending every month gone, and then we can go from there. Oh, I made this mistake before. and we'll be able to make a whole load of money. Yeah, if you lift everything up too much, you can end up with an extra one of these in here, and that makes it very difficult when you're trying to get a stack of 4 like this. It's a little bit troublesome now, but we should be able to line everything up. We'll take the front 4, and that'll line us up for the next one. As I said, I've had this problem before, and it's just making sure that you don't maneuver yourself too far. We want these as square as possible because we want to make as much money or transport as much of this as we can at a time. And I found that doing blocks of 4 like this, this is the easiest way for me to load things up. If I can just make it so that my actual alignment is all right, because that's where I come across quite often, getting things nicely aligned. You can see that some of these are sticking out a little bit, and it's not quite where I'd like it, but I think we'll be all right. We should be able to take 4 pallets at a time and get them onto the trailer and get this loaded up fairly quickly. So yeah, let's get into it. I think I found the best way to get these stacks going. So I'm going to do the 4 high on this side first, and then the 2 sets of 4 on the other side. That way, we're able to maintain integrity by the forks not sticking out the bottom on the others. You can see here we've got the forks sticking out the bottom here, and we're quite a way further back than we should be. But the forks, this way the forks don't end up pushing the ones that we've already got on there, and we can square things up a lot better. I get that right in close. Yeah, that actually is probably the better way for that to have gone. And then that goes on there, and it doesn't matter so much that the top ones are a little bit crooked. As we put in the lower ones, what'll happen, or as we put in the ones on the other side, so our 2 sets of 2, that will straighten everything up, and we'll end up with a much straighter pile or much straighter stack on that other side. Otherwise, we do it the other way, and you're fiddling with a stack that doesn't quite come in straight, and there's no way to correct it. So we'll head in that. Yeah, we're getting some carrot soup out now as well, which is great. So we want to see if we can keep getting all of this loaded up, get ourselves a nice full trailer. And if the last time we got a nice full trailer is anything to go by, we should get a really decent amount of money today. And you can see now that we've got a nice little square section in here that we can insert this into. So we want to get this lined up and into there so that it's nice and square as much as possible. And down and in. Yep, and you can see that's now squared everything up on the other side. We come out very carefully, trying not to knock anything off. As you can see that I did catch that a little bit there. Just try and push that in and straighten that up. There we go. And while it's not perfect, it is on there and strapped down. So yeah, we should be able to get 2 more sets onto that and onto the back here. And there's still plenty more to come out of this factory. So I'm hopeful here. We're gonna end up with a lot of soup to sell today. And as a result, I think we're gonna be in a much better position than I originally expected. In fact, we are in a position at the moment where we might have enough to buy a good chunk of our equipment after this. Our final 4 stack for this load, and yeah, it seems to be faring fairly well. Get this round the other side. In fact, I've still got a 2-stack, or sorry, a 2x2 to get on here as well. Snow is beginning to fall again. Quite a mix that we've got here of these. And trying to get this lined up on this edge here, cab is always interesting. We also want to try and get on at 180 because that'll be nice and straight. And the slipping and sliding about here on the snow is making this so much more interesting. A thing to get loaded up. Never quite sure where I am or how it's actually doing, because that little bit of slipping, you can see the effect that's happening. So in there like that. But is that the trailer slipping away from me? I think it might be. I've come in at one hell of an angle, and it is simply because, yeah, it looks like this trailer has slipped forward along the building. That's really weird. Right, we'll try this again and see if we can get in there before it slips out of the way. Nicely into there. That way we're not putting this onto the slope at the end. And yeah, the trailer once again is going forwards. That is so not helpful. My trailer is just sliding around all over the place now and trying to get it so that we're nice and even across everywhere is just proving to be the biggest headache. Yeah, look at the angle we're approaching that trailer at, but it's partly because the pallets seem to have moved ever so slightly. So we'll try and bring this in at a better angle like that. Oh, come on. Get in position. Sometimes manually stacking like this is just really, really fiddly. Far more fiddly than you'd expect it to be. And if you can get things in the right place, you end up being able to put your stacks down and everything being fine. But I think I'm gonna have to adjust that a little bit. It's actually not that bad. Let's restrap it down. That should be okay, I think. We've not got a pallet spawning at this point, and I'm thinking that actually, yeah, we've almost emptied everything. We've got a load of carrot soup. We should get one more pallet of that out in a moment, in fact. But yeah, in fact, there it is. And we're just about filled up the trailer. That's fantastic. That is a really, really good load of soup off of here today. Filling our trailer up is really all that I could have hoped for, and we've done that and more. We have at least another couple of, in fact, we've got one load that we could put on the back of our forks here and transport over to the shop ourselves without too much hassle. It is just across the road, so it wouldn't be too far to go. Oh, look at that. It's in though. We're in and we're down. We have just one more set to go to fill this trailer up, and then we can go and sell it and see how much we're gonna get. I am hopeful. I think we're gonna do really well off today, and as a result, I think we might be able to not just get rid of our loan, but also be able to buy a whole load of equipment. I will consider this a success, I should say, so long as we are able to A, pay off the loan, and B, buy everything except for the harvester. The harvester is still a big outlay, is still a big cost, but I think it's a cost that I've accepted on here for quite a while. It works as something that we need to spend money on a constant basis. It's really expensive, and I'm looking at possible forestry series in the near future using what we've got on here as the template. So having the harvester and the expensive stuff least, and just continuing to work through that. And then our smaller stuff and our stuff that we use a huge amount, like our tractors, having those as purchased, and just seeing if we can do move a little bit faster with some of our stuff because of doing things that way. However, we have this trailer loaded up now. That is looking a little bit dodgy, but needs to just be positioned back on there. Forwards. Yeah, that'll do. Let's get that locked down. We'll lock down that end one as well. There's one there too. Yeah, those are all locked on. We can fold this up then, lift it up, and just get it all positioned. And that way, yeah, look at how far forward that trailer's moved. That's a little bit crazy. Oh, and I don't know if I can get in there and get that. I think what we might have to do is just try and pull this out from there. There we go. And that way we'll be able to actually hook this on to our tractor like so. And away we go. We'll get this sold and we'll see how much money we're left with.
Before we continue, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create my own custom line of PCs suitable for everybody from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. Apex Gaming PCs are offering up to $250 off your next purchase just by using my link in the description below. So go check them out.
So we got 30,000 litres of potato soup, 26,000 litres of carrot soup, and 40,000 litres of triple soup. This should all sell really well. We're not going to sell it up at the train yard because it takes quite a while to load everything off this trailer onto there. So we're going to try and slowly drive our way through this sell point here, which is the farm shop. And if we just sort of crawl through that, that should sell everything. Yeah, there we go. And 197,965 plus an extra 22,000. That takes us up to 407,600. That is a whopping win for us today. That really is a huge amount of money that we've made off this. Now, what I do need to do, as I said a moment ago, is we're going to head back to the soup factory. We've got 2 pallets left on here, I believe. Yeah, there's just 2 pallets sitting outside. And if I drop off the trailer here, we should be able to just put them on the forks. So let's drop off the right bit. Yeah. And then we can turn this around, get those last 2 pallets collected up. I think they are probably triple soup. And that'll be about another 8,000 or so. So we might end up with nearly 20,000 today. Or sorry, 420,000 today, which should be enough to A, pay off the loan, and B, buy everything except for our piece of our harvester. So we'll put these on the back. We'll just skip across the road quickly. Shouldn't be too far, I don't think. There is a, yeah, there's a roadway directly opposite. So grab that, skip across the road here. We've still got both of them on the back, and see how much we end up with. Bring this round and in, and done. Right, let's drop this down. Oh, in fact, it is just selling them off, and another 8,600 plus 986. That's nearly 10,000 off that. 417,000 217 in total. I think we better get our flatbed, head back to the farm, and we'll and see where we've ended up. So we'll bring our Massey back into the yard. We need to park this up. I think we'll park this up over here. It's a good amount of space. And done. Right. Disconnect it. And this can go back in our shed. Nicely out the way. So that everything is parked up. And get this parked into here. Like so. All done. Power off. And close up. And we'll head over to the bus. And see what we can do with this money. So first things first, we have a £240,000 loan. Let's repay all of that, get that paid off. We had borrowed 40,000 just to get us through a couple of harvests and bits. That leaves us with £177,217. Now, as we discussed earlier in this video, that is not going to be enough to purchase the harvester. 323,637 remains outstanding on that, but it might be enough to cover our remaining leased items. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to purchase the sprayer. That is 70,850. So yes, we will purchase our sprayer. We will also purchase the potato lifter. So let's purchase that. That's 71,620. That's going to leave us about 30,000 to get the rest of this done. So yes, 34,747. Oh, we don't have enough for our potato seeder. We do have enough for the lifter though, so we will get that. And yeah, we are just £20,000 shy of that. I kind of wonder, how much do we need? We need 10 loads from the soup factory. And this is where we stand on the soup factory. We are just shy of a triple soup. We are... yeah, well shy of any more carrot or potato soup. But look at the amount that we still have yet to process in here. And that is the thing. That is where the future of this farm relies. We have more triple soup. We have more potato soup. And we have more carrot soup to come out. In fact, we have 77,000 litres of triple soup to come out, which in itself is going to be more than enough. So I'm actually really happy. Yes, we've not managed to buy everything, which saddens me slightly. We could borrow the 20,000 and just get our seeder wherever it is. Get this purchased and done. But whichever way we do it, it's not going to make much difference. However, I have very much enjoyed my time here on Zielonka. It has been a cracking series. And with just 4 fields, we've managed to get ourselves fully set up. And this farm can only grow from here. So that really is the aim of most of my series, is to get us to a position where the farm can only grow bigger and bigger from that point. So that is where we're going to leave this series. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have missed any of it, the supercuts for this series will start next week. Go and check them out and relive all the twists and turns. For now, though, I am going to leave this here. So all that remains is for me to say...
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.